This was called an evening of infinite sadness, an Islamic vigil in the shadow of the coffin by tens of thousands of the Ayatollah's disciples. The end of an exhausting 2 days of mourning, with thousands refusing to return to their homes, spending the night in the presence of their Ayatollah. And early this morning, just after sunrise, the largest gathering ever seen in the capital massed around the square where the Ayatollah Khomeini had been lying in state. Government figures put the crowd at over 2 million. Then his body was taken down from the dais where it had been displayed. The Ayatollah's son Ahmed, one of 2 contenders for his father's job, joined other senior members of the government in paying their last respects. Iranian television showed hundreds of mourners struggling to give a traditional touch to the coffin as it was lifted into a refrigerated truck for the drive to the cemetery. By now, the mass of people had clogged every road leading to the cemetery of the martyrs, 50 miles south of the city. For many, it was an emotional morning.
To Iranian people, this day is a day of great sadness. We have lost a great leader, and we are all mourning for such a great man.
At the cemetery, the authorities appeared to have lost control of the crowd. They were trying to clear a space for the helicopter, which was now carrying the Ayatollah's body, landing almost amidst the mourners. As it touched down, the crowd tried to tear off the shroud that covered the Ayatollah. In the scuffles that followed, the body tipped out of the coffin and nearly fell off the back of the vehicle carrying it away. It was later loaded aboard the helicopter, which immediately flew off again. A hugely embarrassing and highly undignified scene that brought the ceremonies to a temporary halt. It left behind scenes of chaos in the packed burial square. Several people were crushed to death as the crowd lost all restraint. 5 hours later, with the mood of the people hardly changed, Iran's leader was finally laid to rest below a screaming crowd of mourners. Scenes that once again showed the frenzy the Ayatollah could generate both in life and in death. He was not just a political or spiritual leader, his word was law, not just to Iranian hardline fundamentalists, but all across the Middle East. Today, Western politicians will be giving thanks that no matter who succeeds the Ayatollah, he's unlikely to achieve that sort of power. Peter Sharp, News at 10 in Tehran.